Rain fell hard on the empty street, washing the city in gray and silver. Streetlights blinked softly as water ran along the road like thin rivers. Shops were closed, and only the sound of rain and distant traffic filled the night. A single dad named Adam walked slowly under a worn umbrella. His shoes were old, and his jacket was thin, but he did not rush. His mind was full. After finishing his late shift at a small warehouse, he was heading home to his little apartment. His son Leo would be asleep by now, wrapped in a blanket, waiting for him in dreams. Adam's life was simple but heavy. Since his wife passed away 3 years ago, every day felt longer. He worked hard, cooked meals, helped with homework, and tried to smile even when his chest felt tight. He never complained, because Leo needed him strong. As Adam turned the corner near the old bus stop, he noticed something unusual. A figure sat on the bench, hunched and shaking. At first, he thought it was just someone waiting for the rain to slow. Then he heard a soft sound, almost lost in the rain. It was crying. Adam stopped. His first thought was to keep walking. The city taught people to mind their own business. But the sound pulled at him. It was not loud, not dramatic. It was quiet and broken, like someone trying not to be heard. He stepped closer. On the bench sat a woman in a light blue uniform, soaked and clinging to her skin. Her hair was tied back but had come loose, strands stuck to her face. Her hands covered her eyes, and her shoulders shook with each breath. Adam spoke gently. "Are you okay?" The woman flinched, surprised. She looked up, eyes red, face pale. For a moment, she said nothing. Rain ran down her cheeks, mixing with tears. "I am sorry," she said softly. "I did not mean to bother anyone." "You are not bothering me," Adam replied. "It is late. And it is cold." She nodded but did not move. Adam noticed the badge on her chest. It said Nora, and below it, the word nurse. He could see the exhaustion in her eyes, the kind that sleep alone could not fix. "Do you need help getting home?" he asked. Nora shook her head slowly. "I do not have a home right now." Those words landed heavy between them. Adam did not ask more. He opened his umbrella wider and held it over her. The rain softened around them. "You should not sit in the rain," he said. "You will get sick." She let out a weak breath that sounded almost like a laugh. "That would be funny," she said. "After everything." Adam offered his hand, careful and slow. "Come on. There is a small cafe still open down the street. It is warm." Nora hesitated. Trust did not come easy. But her body was tired, and her heart felt empty. She took his hand. They walked together, quiet except for footsteps and rain. Adam noticed how carefully Nora walked, like each step took effort. He wondered how someone who helped others for a living could look so lost. The cafe was small, with foggy windows and yellow lights spilling onto the sidewalk. Inside, the air smelled like coffee and bread. A few people sat silently, lost in their own thoughts. Adam ordered 2 hot drinks. He paid before Nora could speak. They sat at a corner table. Nora wrapped her hands around the cup, letting the warmth sink in. Her shoulders relaxed a little. "Thank you," she said. "You did not have to do this." "I wanted to," Adam replied simply. For a while, they sat without talking. Silence felt safe. Finally, Nora spoke. "I worked at the city hospital," she said. "I stayed late tonight. I thought I still had a place to go back to." Adam listened. "When I arrived," she continued, "the door was locked. My landlord had changed the lock. I lost my job last week, and I could not pay on time. I tried to explain, but he did not answer." Her voice did not shake anymore. It sounded empty. "I lost my parents years ago," she added. "No close family. No one to call." Adam felt a familiar ache. Loss had many shapes, but it always felt the same. "I am sorry," he said. Nora nodded. "I walked for hours. I did not know where else to go." Adam thought of Leo. Of the nights he sat alone after putting his son to sleep, wondering how close he was to falling apart. "You are not alone right now," he said. "That matters." Nora looked at him. Her eyes filled again, but this time she did not cry. "You have no idea how much that means," she said. Adam smiled, small but honest. When they left the cafe, the rain had slowed. Adam walked Nora to a nearby shelter he knew about. It was not perfect, but it was warm and safe. At the door, Nora stopped. "You helped me without knowing anything about me," she said. "Why?" Adam thought for a moment. "Because once, someone helped me when I had nothing but my child and hope," he replied. "I promised myself I would do the same if I ever could." Nora nodded, holding on to that sentence like a rope. As Adam walked home, rain finally stopped. Clouds broke slightly, letting moonlight touch the wet streets. He did not know that this night would change his life. He did not know that Nora's loss would soon cross with his own quiet struggles. He only knew that, for the first time in a long while, helping someone else made his heart feel lighter. Far behind him, Nora watched the rain fade and whispered a quiet thank you, holding on to the one thing she still had: hope. Morning arrived quietly in the city. Clouds still hung low, but the rain had stopped. Streets shined under soft light, and the air felt clean and cool. Adam woke before his alarm. He always did. Years of responsibility trained his body to rise early. He moved carefully so he would not wake Leo. The small apartment was silent except for the hum of the fridge. Adam stood by the window for a moment. His mind returned to the night before. The crying woman in the rain. The tired eyes. The word nurse on her badge. He wondered if she slept well. He wondered if the shelter was kind to her. He shook his head gently and turned toward the kitchen. Life did not pause for thoughts. Leo woke soon after, rubbing his eyes. "Dad," he said softly, "did it rain a lot last night?" "It did," Adam replied with a smile. "But it stopped." Leo nodded, satisfied. He trusted his father completely. After breakfast and school drop-off, Adam went to work. Boxes moved. Time passed. Yet his thoughts kept drifting back to Nora. He did not even know her last name, yet her sadness stayed with him. When his shift ended, Adam walked toward the shelter. He told himself he was only curious. He told himself it was nothing more. The shelter stood near an old park. It was a simple building with faded paint, but people came and went quietly. Adam stepped inside and spoke to the woman at the desk. "I helped someone last night," he said. "A nurse named Nora. I just wanted to check if she is okay." The woman smiled kindly. "She is here. She is resting." Relief moved through Adam's chest. Nora sat near a window, holding a cup of tea. Her hair was cleaner, pulled back neatly. She looked calmer, but her eyes still carried weight. She noticed Adam and stood up slowly. "You came back," she said. "I wanted to make sure you were safe," he replied. They sat together. "I did not sleep much," Nora admitted. "But it was warm. That mattered." Adam nodded. They talked quietly. Nora shared more of her story. She had worked as a nurse for many years. She loved helping people. But the hospital changed management. Staff was cut. Shifts disappeared. She tried to stay strong, but life moved faster than she could. "I felt invisible," she said. "Like all my effort meant nothing." Adam listened. He understood that feeling too well. "I have a son," he told her. "Everything I do is for him." Nora smiled softly. "He is lucky." Adam hesitated, then spoke again. "If you want," he said, "you can come by my place tonight. Just for dinner. Nothing fancy. My son likes company." Nora was surprised. "Are you sure?" "Yes," Adam said. "We are simple people." That evening, Nora stood outside Adam's apartment door, nervous. She had not been inside someone's home for days. Adam opened the door. Leo peeked from behind him. "Hi," Leo said. "This is Nora," Adam said. "She is my friend." Nora smiled at Leo. "Hello." Dinner was simple. Soup and bread. Leo talked about school. Nora listened, truly listened. Laughter appeared at the table, small but real. After Leo went to bed, Nora helped clean. Silence settled, comfortable this time. "I forgot what this feels like," Nora said. "A normal home." Adam leaned against the counter. "It is not perfect," he said. "But it is ours." Nora looked at him. Gratitude filled her face. Days passed. Nora stayed at the shelter but visited often. She helped Leo with homework. She cooked meals. Slowly, she smiled more. Adam saw her strength beneath the sadness. He saw how she cared for others even when she was hurting. One afternoon, Adam came home to find Nora sitting quietly, holding a letter. Her hands trembled. "I received this today," she said. "From the hospital." Adam sat beside her. "They want me back," Nora whispered. "Short-term contract. It is not much, but it is a start." Joy mixed with fear in her voice. "That is good news," Adam said gently. Nora nodded, but tears filled her eyes. "I am scared," she admitted. "What if I fail again?" Adam looked at her with calm certainty. "You did not fail," he said. "Life pushed you down. You stood back up." Those words stayed with Nora. That night, Nora stood by the window of the apartment, watching lights outside. She realized something important. She had lost many things. But she had found connection. She had found kindness. Adam watched her quietly. He did not know what the future held. He only knew that having Nora around made the days feel lighter. Neither of them said it yet. But something was growing between them. Something gentle. Something real. And neither of them knew how deeply their lives were about to change. Time moved forward quietly, like a calm river. Weeks passed, and small changes slowly shaped new routines. Nora began her short contract at the hospital. The first day was hard. Walking back into the building brought back memories of long nights and silent stress. But she held herself steady. She wore her uniform with pride. Helping people again reminded her why she chose this path. After each shift, she visited Adam and Leo. Some evenings she looked tired, but her eyes were brighter now. Leo waited near the door every time, asking when she would arrive. Adam noticed how the apartment felt warmer with her presence. Not louder, just warmer. One evening, Leo came home quiet. He sat at the table, pushing food around his plate. "What happened?" Adam asked. Leo looked down. "Some kids said I do not have a real family." Adam felt his chest tighten. Before he could speak, Nora knelt beside Leo. "A family is people who care for you," she said gently. "Nothing else matters." Leo looked at her. "Then I have a real family," he said. That night, Adam sat alone after Leo slept. Nora joined him. "You did not have to say that," Adam said. "I wanted to," Nora replied. Silence wrapped around them. "I am scared," Adam admitted. "Every time things feel good, I wait for them to break." Nora nodded. "So do I." They looked at each other. Fear was shared. Hope was shared too. One weekend afternoon, Nora received another letter. This one was different. Her contract would end soon. There was no promise beyond it. She sat on the park bench where Adam first found her. The sky was clear now. Birds moved above. Adam sat beside her. "I might lose the job again," she said calmly. "But this time, I am not alone." Adam placed his hand near hers, not touching yet. "You will always have a place with us," he said. Nora looked at him. "You mean that?" "Yes." She reached for his hand. This time, he did not pull away. That evening, they told Leo the truth in simple words. That Nora might move in. That things might change. Leo smiled wide. I like change, he said. Weeks later, Nora's contract ended. She did not get the position. The news hurt, but it did not break her. She took a deep breath and began applying again. Clinics, care homes, anywhere she could help. Adam supported her quietly. No pressure. No blame. One morning, Nora received a call. A small community clinic needed a nurse. Full-time. Stable. Close to home. She cried. Not from sadness this time. That night, they cooked together. Laughter filled the kitchen. Leo danced in socks. Adam watched them. A feeling rose in his chest, strong and clear. Later, when Leo slept, Adam spoke. I do not know what the future holds, he said. But I know this feels right. Nora stepped closer. It does, she said. They stood there, holding on to something neither thought they would find again. Months passed. Life stayed imperfect. Bills came. Bad days came. But so did good ones. One rainy evening, Nora stood by the window. She remembered the night she lost everything. She smiled softly. Adam joined her. Funny how rain brought us together, he said. Nora nodded. I thought I lost everything, she replied. But hope stayed. Adam wrapped an arm around her. Leo slept peacefully nearby. Outside, rain touched the ground gently. Not heavy. Not cold. Inside, a small family stood together, stronger than before. Not because life was easy, but because they chose each other. Life did not suddenly become perfect. It became steady. That felt better. Nora started working at the small community clinic. The building was old, but the people were kind. Patients greeted her by name after only a few days. She felt useful again. She felt seen. Every morning, she walked to work with purpose. Every evening, she returned to the apartment with stories. Some were happy. Some were sad. Adam listened to all of them. Leo changed too. He laughed more. He talked more. His teachers noticed. One afternoon, Adam received a message from school saying Leo was doing better in class. That night, Adam sat beside Leo's bed. You seem happier, Adam said. Leo smiled. I am. Why? Leo thought for a moment. Because when you go to work, I know someone is here. And when Nora goes to work, I know she comes back. Adam felt his eyes grow warm. Change was slow, but it stayed. One weekend, Adam took Nora and Leo to the park. It was the same park near the shelter. Sunlight moved through the trees. Children played nearby. Nora sat on the same bench where she once cried in the rain. She touched the wood softly. I thought this place was the end, she said. But it was a beginning. Adam nodded. Sometimes the worst moments hide the best turns. Leo ran back and forth, chasing birds. Later that day, Adam received a letter of his own. The warehouse offered him a better position. Longer hours, but better pay. He sat quietly, thinking. That evening, he told Nora. You should take it, she said without hesitation. It means less time at home, Adam replied. It also means security, Nora said. And we will manage. The word we stayed with him. Adam took the position. Days became busier. Tiredness returned. But something was different. He was not carrying everything alone anymore. Nora helped with routines. Leo adjusted. They worked together. One night, when rain returned softly, Adam stood on the balcony. Nora joined him. Do you remember that night? She asked. I do, Adam replied. I had nothing, Nora said. Not even a place to sleep. Adam looked at her. And now? Nora smiled. Now I have purpose. I have care. I have you. And Leo. Adam reached into his pocket slowly. His hand trembled. "I am not perfect," he said. "And I do not know how to promise big things." Nora turned toward him. "But I know this," Adam continued. "I want to choose you. Every day." He opened his hand. Inside was a simple ring. Nothing fancy. Just honest. Nora covered her mouth. Tears filled her eyes. "Yes," she said. "I choose you too." They did not rush. They did not need to. Months later, they held a small gathering. No big crowd. Just close friends. Leo stood proudly beside them. Nora looked at Adam as she once looked at Hope. Carefully. Fully. The rain stayed outside that day. The sky was clear. At night, after everyone left, Nora sat quietly in the living room. She held a cup of tea. Adam joined her. "I was so afraid of losing everything again," she said. Adam sat beside her. "You lost everything once," he said. "And you survived." Nora nodded. Leo's laughter came from his room. A sound that felt like proof. Outside, the city moved on. Inside, a family rested. Not because life gave them everything, but because they held on to hope when they had nothing else. And that was enough.